After Wolverine broke his adamantium claws in battle by trying to fight the spirit of metal, also known as adamantine, Wolverine is about to die for good, but at the last second reinforcements appear to help, and Logan manages to land the final blow through a hole in adamantine's armor, finally expelling the spirit of metal from the planet. However, now that Wolverine was officially without the claws on his right hand, Nightcrawler ends up convincing him for the two of them to take a vacation together while the claws were not regenerating back, and the duo ends up going to relax at a beach resort in Hawaii. However, although they even manage to enjoy themselves a lot for a few hours, suddenly Logan smells trouble and ends up spotting the villain Absorbing Man and his wife Titania arriving at the resort too. Wolverine and Nightcrawler then immediately try to hide to avoid problems, but after Titania quickly spots the Blue Man nearby and starts screaming furious that the X-Men did not leave them alone even on their vacation. Absorbing Man says that he was finally going to get revenge on Wolverine for that time he cut his arm off during the Secret Wars, and in the very same second goes after him so they could fight. Wolverine then tries to fight with the only claws he still had left, but as soon as Absorbing Man takes the chance to absorb their adamantium, Logan starts taking one of the biggest beatings he has ever taken, and Absorbing Man starts bragging, saying that that was going to be an easy win. However, as soon as Logan says that if he did not take off that adamantium shell, he was going to be forced to go through it by passing through his eye hole, and Absorbing Man ends up being forced to change the material. Carl almost manages to absorb another metal nearby, but Wolverine quickly stops him with a super punch to the face, now making him and his wife apologize and promise not to cause any more trouble with anyone if Logan let them go. But although everything seemed to have been resolved, after a few hours pass and Nightcrawler starts finding it strange that Logan had not regenerated from the fight yet, this is when Wolverine finally realizes that for some reason he had lost his healing powers, and Nightcrawler immediately takes him to a mutant doctor so she could do some emergency tests. And as soon as Dr. Cecilia evaluates Logan's body and discovers that his bloodstream was full of some strange nanobots that were blocking his super healing factor, Wolverine says that this was definitely a work of Department H and immediately takes a lollipop from the doctor's jar so he could go after the culprit as fast as possible. However, after Logan senses something about to attack him and Taskmaster reveals himself saying that Wolverine low-key looked horrible, the two quickly start fighting and Taskmaster starts laughing, saying that it really was working, which just leaves Logan extremely confused. And as soon as Taskmaster starts getting the upper hand by imitating Daredevil's fighting style, and Wolverine is forced to use his claws, even if this would hurt him without his regeneration, Logan manages to tear Taskmaster's chest wide open. But this is when Dr. Cecilia calls him desperate, saying that she discovered those nanobots were not only blocking his regeneration, but also sending it remotely to another mysterious person, now being revealed Taskmaster, healing the giant cut on his chest in just a few seconds and simply getting about to kill Wolverine for good.